Welcome to Readings of Luz, where I don't predict your future, but do channel what the cards show me for your zodiac and the month. I channel balance, truth, growth, and healing, and try to focus that and keep that in mind. Just take what resonates and let go what doesn't. If you feel depressed or anxious throughout this month, though, I've been told watching your monthly video a few times can bring more clarity. Play this in the background and start it from the timestamp in the description to skip this intro. I do not judge you. After all, we're simply walking mirrors, wanting to see what we want to see. With that being said, please give my video a like and subscribe to support my channel. Let's get started. Hi, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Happy May. I was going to say happy Cinco de Mayo because today's Cinco de Mayo, but by the time I put this out, I'm guessing tomorrow. By tomorrow, it's not going to. Anyway, hi. Hope you're doing good. Let's get started here. Overall energy, we got the Judgment. Straight off the bat, I think we're walking into May, or by the time you see this, you're still learning how to love yourself because it's a process, right? Loving yourself, Ace of Swords, for the current energies. I pulled this out as a general energy card, but really I'm getting this more as like a past, but a past that not you keep bringing up, but just keeps a past version of you that keeps popping up, and you just trying to think a new way, be a new way, carry yourself a new way, see yourself in a new way, love yourself in a new way. So this is what I see more currently. It's like walking into May, or by the time you see this video, and this is like an ongoing process, you are just shedding still layers, versions of you that just don't serve you anymore, keep you stuck if anything, and you're just wanting to move on, right? It's a little, I want to say painful, but it's not just pain, because I think you guys tiring, exhausting. Beautiful energy here, Aquarius. It's not like if it's painful, because I think the thing about Aquarians, they have such a high pain tolerance. I've met many Aquarians in my life, and a lot of them have a very, very high pain tolerance. And so if anything, it's like the pain is simply there to you're so good at taking the pain as something that you can handle. But really, it's not something that you have to handle, though. And that's something you're understanding. You're understanding the value of your energy. We're talking about energy here with the wands. The wands represent, that passion, that fuel, that energy, that restlessness, because we just know this is what we're supposed to be doing. And even though you're doing that, it's draining. If anything, it's keeping you stuck. And you know that. Back once again, you know that, but we're just getting into the nitty-gritty, right? You know this, and you're doing a very good job of looking at your past in a new way, and looking at your future, most importantly, a new way. And some people might be like this dog right here. People that maybe an earth sign, people that it doesn't matter if they care about you or not. They're just there to teach you that at the end of the day, whatever calls your heart, there's always going to be someone there to tell you, are you sure? Are you sure you're going to do that? You're going to do that, but what about all the possible pain? And it's like, this time around, you're handling your pain differently. Like how we mentioned earlier, you're learning to recognize what is draining you. And I'm seeing that within me. I'm seeing that you're gaining that within me. And it's because you're learning to put yourself in those situations that make you feel very vulnerable, but in a good way. You're still struggling. I'm sensing throughout May, but it's not something that is gonna be like this forever. You're learning. It's a learning process. Learning how to love yourself in a whole new way. That's what we're talking about here. That's what you've been carrying. You've been carrying that since the beginning of this year. You took this year very seriously, or if not this year, maybe 2 days ago, or 20 days ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago for some of you guys. But it's like looking back at that time, and understanding that that's how long you've been trying to figure yourself out. And that's not easy to do. I'm so proud of you, Aquarius. That's not easy to do. But walking into May, you're really trying to see things in a new way. You're really trying to see how you can love yourself in new ways, like this and like this, and you're like inspired everywhere to love yourself. And what does loving yourself look like? What are we talking about? I mean, it's very unique to each and every one of you, but I think it's more than just loving others. If it's loving others, it's like you're learning to love others in a new way because you're looking at yourself in a new way. Now, I'm playing very nice. I am sensing some Aquarians out there that are struggling with this and don't want to hear this because they are addicted to their pain, like I mentioned earlier. The whole like pain tolerance being very high, it's like that's all they know and that's all they think is safe. I'm not saying all of you are like that, but some of you are really struggling to face yourself and to love yourself enough to at least recognize that what we're talking about here. And I think May's going to bring that. May's going to bring, whether you know it or not, whether you know that you still need more work with loving yourself, just knowing that or not knowing that. Regardless, May is going to bring in something to really put you in the spotlight, and this might have already happened. I'm sensing that this might have already happened, or in May, where you're going to feel like you're put in the spotlight, and it's because of this energy you're putting yourself in. It's like, okay, you're trying to love yourself in new ways. You're really trying to show everyone around you, including yourself, that you can't hold on. Rico's being a travieso. Sorry about that. Mom life. There he goes again. He's such a travieso. But you put yourself. Ultimately, you attracted this to you, this moment of being put in the spotlight, which makes you feel very uncomfortable. Whether you know your flaws or not, know your strengths or not, evenly, equally, balanced, in a balanced way, it's going to be a little uncomfortable regardless, being put in the spotlight. And you attracted this, though. You know why? Because you've been in this like, and I say uncomfortable. It's like it's uncomfortable because you've never loved yourself so much to put yourself in a level that makes you really see yourself through other people's eyes, therefore making you feel like you are on the spotlight. And it's like you have to see everything, right? It's like you have to see not you have to, but it just happens naturally. The more you love yourself, the more naturally you're going to start seeing how other people love you in their way, because you've evolved enough to see yourself in a new way. Therefore, you see everything else in a new way. Whatever this is, it's a test. It's a test. How are you carrying your energy? Are you giving it to everyone else? Are you carrying way more than you should? Are you draining yourself? Overworking yourself? It's how you handle your energy. It's like you don't have to, your energy is valuable, so it's like you don't have to, and a lot of you know this. It's like, I don't know why I'm emphasizing this if a lot of you already know this. A lot of you are like, well, I know this, that's why I'm always alone, if anything, only special people at special times, like I can't help but hear an Aquarian like that. It's like, okay, well, for those of you that don't feel that way, it's more like you need to cut your tendencies to go to past ways of seeing the world, aka loving yourself. Because the way you see the world, let's say you're in this, like, you're looking at your past and you're looking at how people hurt you. Like, if you start focusing on how people have hurt you, you're draining yourself. Just like if anything more powerful, or more powerful, I'm sorry, I guess, so like or more powerful than when you speak to people who drain you, give your energy to people who drain you, take too many responsibilities, overwork yourself. That, if anything, it's more powerful, I'd say, because it's like you're doing it to yourself and you're always there as you carry yourself through other things. Rico. I want to say 6 more cards here. So we're getting the Tower, the 3 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Let me show you. I want to put it in the order, right? I think that moment of putting you in the spotlight, somewhere in the middle of May. So, because it's still it's still quite early May. But by the middle of this month, literally weak foundations will be broken. There's some major change by the middle of the month that makes you, and this can be internally just for you, Aquarius, or this can literally be for you and someone else. It's like, or something else. It's like finally something is being looked at for what it is, and what was for some of you an addiction, or some of you that felt like you couldn't let it go. There's like this change coming in where what needs to be let go is let go, and that immediately brings in this sense of stability with seeing the past, with seeing the present and the future. It's quite beautiful energy here, because then once that stability comes in, it's like the universe brings in this gift, this like confirmation that yes, this is supposed to be happening. Then by the end of the month, we see here the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So obviously, with all of these changes, it's very important to take the time to meditate, pray, get rest. And when I say those things, it's like focusing with the intention, not only on your breath, not only on grounding yourself, but it's also reminding yourself of who is there for you, who loves you, who cares about you, who wants to make sure you're okay, you know, because that makes them okay. Like, reminding yourself of your empire is advised by the end of the month. That is to take the time as you're thinking your empire. It's also being grateful and being thankful for all the seeds that you've planted and the fruits that have been grown, and some of them haven't yet, and the things you need to be patient for, right? It's like taking the time to be thankful for your people, but also being thankful for the things that you know are on the way. You just know it's a given, right? Especially because you're putting in the work. You've been putting in the work with some of these things. So yes, by the end of the month, it should take at least the last week of May to really just organize your life and prioritize gratitude. This is also so by the time June hits, you can feel like nothing can budge. Nothing can nudge your emotions. Nothing can affect you because you've already controlled your mind. You've learned how to harness your mind with everything that we've been talking about. I hope this helped, Aquarius. I really do. I'm sorry about dog mom life, you know. But I will talk to you guys soon. I hope this helped. Please like, subscribe. You already know. I will talk to you guys in June. Bye.